Putnam.
Thank you. Your host, Betsy Miller, everybody. Oh, thanks. I am Jimmy. A lot of you can probably tell just from looking at me. Stephanie is my pimp. Kind of new to the industry. She just takes 20%. It's very fair. It's very fair. She's a good pimp, guys. Sometimes my OCD gets bored, but fortunately there's a wall full of clocks all set to different times. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Or possibly ever again. Thank you, Rabbit Hole. No, this place is awesome, guys. Rabbit Hole. Give it up for the Rabbit Hole. Come on. Thank you guys for coming out to a comedy show or having good, clean fun. My wife's vagina, let's talk about it. Mostly, I've been married for 15 years, so mostly I don't think about it. Doesn't come up all that often, but today we went to lunch. I picked her up from work. She works at the Capitol building, and I took her to lunch, and then I was gonna take her back to work. When we were getting in the car, it was pulled up alongside of the road. There's like a big kind of icy snowdrift, and she had to do that move where you sort of step way over it further than is comfortable, and then she had to kind of throw herself into the passenger seat of the car. And when she landed, she yelled, "Oh, my vagina!" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that sounds like it hurt." But I didn't think much of it until we pulled up to the Capitol building, and I dropped her off, and she got out of the car, and she was kind of walking like this, and a pang of sympathy hit me, and I was like, "I'm sorry about your injured vagina." And that's what I noticed, that there was a big group of protesters out front of the Capitol. And I'm loud. I don't know what they were protesting, but they all looked, and there was a 50-50 chance that I was either going to be lynched or hailed as a hero. And I took the hell off. I didn't wait to find out, because I don't want to be lynched, and the people that would find that heroic, I don't want to know. So, got out of there. Weird times, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. I really wanted this show to go well. The other day, a guy told me that I looked like an older Danny McBride. I don't know if you guys know who Danny McBride is. He's an actor who always plays the fat, ugly guy in comedy movies. I am also 3 years younger than him, just for the record. It wasn't even like an internet troll or an enemy I was arguing with. It was the guy making my burrito at Chipotle. Like, he just said that. Like, he looked at me and was like, "Here's a thought I have and I'll ruin your day." Great. Thanks, man. Like, who does that? Like, who just says something like that? You don't take a fat, ugly guy and go worse on the scale. You know, if you're in the realm of fat, funny guys, go the opposite way. Tell me I look like a still alive Chris Farley. That's nice. That makes me feel good about myself. I was about to get mad, but then I realized you can't be indignant about your looks when you are in a Chipotle. Like, you know, I didn't get kidnapped there, you know. I went there on purpose for the second time that day, so it's, can't really get mad. It's like if someone makes fun of your clothing and you're about to get mad, you're like, "Come on, man, how dare you sit..." Oh, I'm in a Walmart. Like, you see, you can't really get mad. Oh, man. A guy once also told me that I look like the mechanic from a movie about war, and I don't know what that means, other than that if you saw me covered in dirt and grease, you wouldn't be surprised. That's all I know. I got sick last week, which is a bummer. It wasn't supposed to happen because I got a flu shot in December, and I was told that that would make me invincible by my wife. I've never gotten a flu shot before. It was the first time in 39 years I've ever had it happen. And I thought that I was supposed to be immune to everything. So now I like stub my toe and I'm like, I got a flu shot, what the hell? Like, it's supposed to happen. But I did. I went to the Hy-Vee pharmacy and I filled out a medical history form, and the pharmacist passed it back. She said, "You didn't write down your doctor's name." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't have a doctor." She's like, "Yeah, but who's like your regular family doctor?" I said, "I don't have one, I don't go to the doctor." She goes, "Well, what do you do when you get sick?" And I was like, I wait. And just wait a little while. I don't know what. It's not that complicated. I lay on my couch and watch American Pickers until I feel better. And as an alcoholic with depression, I have to do that every day anyway, so I don't really need a doctor. But I might have had mono since 2011. I don't know. It could go either way. I think, but every time I walk to the other side of this pillar, I feel like half the room is like, ah, Kramer! Like you forgot that I was here. It's fun. Keep dodging around. I think the doctor, like my wife made me go see her family doctor to get a checkup after the ordeal with the pharmacist, because like I'm 39 and I might still be alive. I don't know. We're not really sure about that. And I don't know how to tell when a doctor is lying to me, but that's what I thought was happening, because the doctor gave me a checkup and then told me that I was in perfect health. There's no way that's true! I'm 5'9", 260 pounds. There's nothing perfect. Like, I still had wing sauce dripping off my face. Took my blood pressure. I'm the height of an average adult male and the weight of a very attractive couple. But I'm not in perfect health. I think what was happening is that she was judging me regionally, you know? Like I'm perfectly healthy for here. Because if that had taken place in Denver, Colorado, where I'm the fattest person, you know, it would have been very different. But fortunately, I'm a Nebraska medium, so perfectly, a couple of awes, but you get it. In Little Rock, Arkansas, they think I run marathons, like it's the other side of the scale. And we got one of them vegans! Like, they don't know. See anything like this there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Comedy's fun. I recently was the featured comedian at a drag show. You guys know what a drag show is? Yeah, it's a couple of fans. Men dress up like pretty ladies, like lip sync to 80s music. And then there was comedy. And a lot of the male comedians dressed up in drag. Not me. I wore this. Because it turns out the female version of me doesn't have any self-esteem either. So, I don't know why the circumstances would have affected that. Also recently performed comedy at a gay bar, and I am not gay, but I am Jewish, the gay of ethnicities. Because we love each other, but no one else really gets us, so it's pretty gay. I don't know. I didn't find out I was Jewish until I was in my 30s. We're still waiting on gay. But like in my early 30s, I found out that I was Jewish. I'm from a small town in Kansas, and my grandmother died, and it turns out her maiden name was Stavitsky. And what? A Star of David? I'm a different ethnicity. That can happen, but it's a weird time and place for that, and so I've been kind of looking for support, and I'm hoping you guys are with me. Where my Jews at? Correct. Good. Yes, we don't answer those kinds of questions. Good. Guys. Woo! That's right, the Nazis are back. We're good. We're all good. All right. Okay, cool. All right, guys. All right. This is my last thing. I want to tell a story. I'm a musician. I grew up loving music. I've always been really into music. But recently, and I don't know when it happened, the age of 38, 37, somewhere in there, the radio lost all meaning to me. Like pop music, suddenly, I didn't get it anymore. It was terrible. And I was like, well, what happened, man? I used to love music. It used to speak to me. But now it just sounds empty and meaningless and stupid. And I read this study that said music is primarily marketed to 12-year-olds. Like, okay, well, that makes sense. I'm 39. Music's not for me anymore. You know, I'll just have to live with that. But man, it didn't used to be like that. Right? Like when we were young, people in my generation, like music was deep and meaningful and soulful, and it molded us into the well-formed adults we are today. And to prove it, I looked up the #1 hit song in the country from when I was 12. And there it was, Me So Horny by 2 Live Crew. So I was right. I'm Jimmy Putnam, thanks a lot everybody!